Durbin for questions.
I just want to say that I thought the sheriff's comments were impassioned and genuine and reflected the reality of the almost impossible job we've given him on our border with so many others. Our border is under siege. There's no question about it. When I sat down in Chicago last Friday with a family that started out from Venezuela on May 15th, father, 32 years old, mother, 22, a 5-year-old daughter, and a 1-year-old daughter, and they set out to walk to America. It took them months to finally reach the Texas border. And in the meantime, the worst possible things happened to them. They were beaten and they were robbed and they were abandoned in a Panamanian jungle for 9 nights. And the man said, "I thought we were going to die." And yet they pressed on. They were desperate to come to the United States because he said, "I couldn't feed my family in Venezuela." And I think that desperation brought on by poverty or violence or climate change is the reality of the moment. The question is, can we construct a system for legal immigration that says to this doctor and to many others like him, "You are welcome in America. We need you in America. We thank you for being here in America, and we want you to have your family with you and to have confidence that they can realize the American dream too." And says to workers like this man from Venezuela, yes, you can come in, but you're going to be legally recognized when you come in and what you're going to do here. Perhaps you're going to work on that dairy farm in northern Illinois that's going to close down if they don't get foreign workers, or the orchard in southern Illinois where they desperately need foreign workers. It is our failure in this committee and in this Congress to establish legal immigration that has led to this desperate plunge by these people to come forward and risk their lives to do it, to cross our border. They are not here for, the ones I met, were not here for any illegal purpose whatsoever. They just wanted a chance to work. How many times I heard that over and over again. Dr. Allure, you work in the Marion Veterans Hospital. Are there other foreign-trained physicians in that hospital?
Almost every department in Marion Veterans Affairs Medical Center has immigrant doctors. I don't speak for the VA, I'm speaking about my experience. We looked at the whole region, the southern Illinois, when we initially met our congressman in 2017 to give him an idea of the importance of immigrant doctors. No department in southern Illinois, right from Mount Vernon till Metropolis, would function without immigrant doctors.
That point is so important for members on both sides of the aisle. We love our veterans. You're right. They are our nation's heroes. We promised to stand by them when they came home. And yet the men and women who do that, we treat so badly when it comes to their devotion to our country and their yearning to be part of its future. Make you go through all the traps you have to go through year after year after year, uncertain as to whether, as you mentioned, you're going to miss one little step and be judged ineligible for any future service to our country. That's not fair to you, and it's not fair to your family, and it's not fair to the veterans you serve. I will tell you, we know, others may not hear, Marion is in a rural part of Illinois, a limited population area of Illinois. Attracting doctors there is harder than it is in Chicago or St. Louis, the veterans facilities. And those of you who serve there, we especially are grateful. But I think we need to take into consideration just what kind of contributions you make. Ms. Peterson, this is maybe out of your area, but I want to put in a plug for one thing that before my time runs out here. I am embracing foreign-trained immigrant nurses and doctors and medical professionals, and I think they are essential to our future. But at the same time, we need to have more homegrown medical professionals, nurses and doctors in the United States. Can you comment on efforts that are underway, if you know of any, along those lines?
Yeah, it's a little bit out of my scope, Chairman Durbin, but what I can add is that you're right. This is a multifaceted approach, and we do need to continue to grow and educate U.S.-born physicians and nurses. But what we're talking about today is an immediate solution to fix our urgent healthcare crisis in the United States.
Spot on. That's exactly right. And I'll mention one other thing. In the American Rescue Plan, which some in the room did not vote for and some did, we put $1 billion into scholarships and loan forgiveness for the National Health Service Corps. and the National Health Service Corps focuses on underserved areas. These are physicians we hope will be attracted to those areas, but we need to expand the graduation rates of our medical professionals. The boomers insist on it, and I happen to be close to that age group. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you.